What's going on, YouTube? Back at it like a crack addict. It's your boy Reese, aka Conundrum TV, man. We back at it with another starting five pick and roll podcast episode, man. This is episode number eight. Number eight. Back to back weeks, man. We locked in for the NBA season. But I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my co-host. I ain't gonna waste no time, man. Bear down over here to my level on my screen. I got Dezo in the building, man.
What's good, man? Y'all see how we coming, man. Come on now.
Folks ain't even show up that game, but it's all good. We got Mike in the building. Mike, say what's good.
Y'all know the vibes, BP production, man. Shout out the Bears. I ain't Bears down, but yeah, y'all know the vibe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then we got Jay in the building, man. Jay Sports.
Hey, what's happening? I mean, you already know what time it is. We see y'all in the Super Bowl.
All right. And we got
Yes,
last
sir.
but not least, man. Vondo, say what's good to the people.
Yo, what's good with y'all? Free Von Egg, man. Twin to the label, man. It's Chicago. Let's get to it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We ain't gonna waste our time, though. We're gonna get straight into it, bro. We got a lot of interesting news, but just knock it off the top, right off the head, man. Just that boy AD. We gotta talk about AD. AD being rumored to be sidelined for months with another hand injury. I don't even understand his injury for real. For real, if you look at the clip, he just got. I guess he got into a physical battle with somebody on the down low on the block, and he just hurt his hand. His hand got a little smushed, and now he out, man. What's going on with AD, bro? Because I'm hearing Kyrie coming back after the All-Star break. He trying to make a push. A lot of these players that tore their Achilles trying to make a push after this All-Star break, actually. But I heard Kyrie coming back, but AD out, man. Von, I'm gonna let you lead it off because that's your old head for real. So you gotta talk about this shit, man.
Label, we've been going through a lot of things recently, man. But honestly, I don't even know what to say about Anthony Davis. I think we all expect him to be so cold on the court, but we all know essentially he's not gonna be on the court. You feel me? I didn't think it was this bad because, like you said, it was a down low, sure, on the block post up play that kind of smushed his hand a little bit that we didn't think was serious. You feel me? We didn't think it was nothing crazy or drastic.
Come on, folks.
Until we seen him walking back to the locker room and stopping in the tunnel, and it's come on, AD, not another one. Now it's another ligament, another tendon, and it's come on, AD. And that's my guy, like y'all know, he on the label. That's my old head, as Reese said, but I gotta stop giving grace when you just not playing no more. They showed a graphic of all the games that AD's missed as he's been a Maverick. It was disgusting, G. He's played damn near double the amount of. I mean, he's been out double the amount of time that he's been there. So, trade destinations. I don't get no fuck where he go. I just want the nigga to hoop at this point, for real.
Yeah, man. All right. I also seen a fucking meme that had a chart of all the unique injuries he had, brother. He had 51 different unique injuries, bro. That shit is insane.
Fragile.
He's had
He really made it glass, bro.
He
It's
almost
crazy.
had 300 injuries in his career. Bro,
That's
what
crazy.
the fuck? That shit is hilarious as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's hilarious, but it's sad at the same time. It's only funny just because the Dallas Mavericks, in my opinion, aren't a contender right now. But it would be sad to see if we just miss somebody that could be the person that could turn the edge on the team to be a championship contender. It'd be sad to see AD not healthy in the playoffs sometimes. But he usually be around by playoff time. So let's see if he can. They can make a push towards the end of the season. But
I don't know, bro. You get irritated when you see guys constantly go out. You clearly not taking care of your body how you supposed to.
Yeah, and it's sad, man. Like Reese said, what if he can be that piece to kind of get them over that hump, or you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when he has been there, Coop has been looking good, and also he's looked pretty well, and the Mavericks are competing in games. So imagine if Kyrie was to come back and then AD was there. It could have been something there, but I don't think we'll ever see that because I do think they're gonna move him. I've been seeing stuff about teams like Toronto still heavily invested in AD, which I honestly would like for Toronto, but at the same time it's AD can't never stay healthy. So it's you would want to see him in good scenarios, but it's you can't really put those scenarios in your head because the man is never on the court. But AD is such a great talent though. I do think teams are still gonna go after him, but it's just sad, man. I don't know. His injuries is just too much. I don't know. I personally don't think because he went on Twitter too and also said don't believe the lies. So my theory was he never was hurt. You know what I'm saying? He just want to get a bag from Dallas because that money over there is different. But
ooh, is
I
he
don't know,
blue?
man. It's some weird stuff going on with his body and everything. But maybe he's not really hurt because he said don't believe that shit. So
It's
Bro,
gonna
he
be
pulling the play.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see like what kind of value he brings back because like Vaughn said, AD is a hooper, you know what I mean? But when you can't stay on the court, it make it difficult for people to trade for you because they can't really trust you. So um uh, I think we all know how good AD is. It'll be interesting to see what team like really values him at this point. But I think he just need a full reset,
Yeah.
a new place that he actually doesn't have crazy expectations going to, and I think we'll get to see if he ages poorly or if he ages like we see Steph, like we see KD, like we see LeBron, because it's not really looking that way. So
Yeah, man. I guess like you said, he got put in a tough situation for real. Because with the whole Luca trade, just the whole nature of the way he got there and everything, it just ain't been looking too. I guess on the bright side of things, like for him, yeah, it ain't look too good for him. You got anything to say about AD before we move on Mike?
Nah, I'm disappointed. As a Kyrie fan, they ain't really been. They ain't even played together at all. Really, like only
They
like
played
what
one
3
game.
games,
they
one
played the one
game. Like
game.
that's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. That's crazy. So
And they look good in that one game too, bro. So that's supposed to be,
exactly, like
bro. Like,
Like that's
so
a
it's like
crazy
I was
duo.
so excited to see Cooper, Kyrie, AD all on the floor together. I can see
mhm.
that, but nah, I can't. It's impossible. Can't nobody see it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a good, just something you can imagine now. Like just it's a what if. That's what it is now. It's a
That's what it sounds
damn.
like too.
Imagine if it's one of them. Like yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely think he gonna be gone, bro, before Kyrie come back at least.
oh yeah, me too. Respectful.
Yeah, we gonna move on from Anthony Davis though. I'm kind of excited to see if he gonna get that extension he want or move on and get traded to a new destination, like Jay said, a fresh start. But speaking of a fresh start, we got another star player. Was supposed to be the face of the league. Was looking for a fresh start. We got Ja Morant eyeing his eyes on a tenure in Miami, bro. I want to get this. I'm gonna get this to Mike first. Actually, fuck it, Mike. Go ahead and go first on this. What do you? Because I seen you said you like the fact in the chat. You said you like the fact that Ja Morant could go in Miami, and like that'll probably change his career around. But like, I don't know how I feel about that. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you get
man. When
into
it
it.
come up to Miami, it's the culture, it's the vibe over there, it's the it's not, I'm not even gonna say expectations. The expectation is for you to work hard. That's the expectation over there in Miami. So it's like I feel like as long as you doing that and you got some people around in your ear, all the Miami vets, the Udonis Haslams, the big dogs over there, like the people that matter that's not visualized. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of them over there in Miami, and I feel like that can really help John Morant,
Yeah, had that veteran leadership. Steer him in the
that
right path.
veteran. Yeah,
Yeah.
just I feel like it'll just help him get on back on the right track. Everything in Memphis will be really gone because they gonna help. They gonna help towards that too. They don't like when people come over there and be so down because of how the last team did them, how the last team got rid of them. Like it don't be, and they ain't not trying to hear that, bro. Is you here to work? Simple as that. Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I feel about Miami and Ja. I feel like that's his best option too, personally.
Vaughn,
Yeah,
man.
I agree with Mike. That culture definitely kind of steer him in the right path. Because we all know what Ja is when he's at his peak. Um, like we seen Ja doing some pretty crazy things. Like you said, he was supposed to be one of our faces of the league, but of course his other troubles and everything kind of hindered that a little bit. But I like Miami, and then I also like Minnesota as well too. I know it's seeming like Miami and I think Sacramento have been like the two teams that's mainly been in talks, but it's like in Sacramento, I feel like he gonna go there and his damn career gonna just plummet. I don't like Sacramento at all
Yeah.
for him. But
everybody else,
yeah, I just think right. I just think Ja just need a reset though, man. So hopefully it's somewhere like Miami or just another team that can instill different like a different identity in him and try to get back to that. Okay, like we know who you is, Ja, and we got faith in you. Because I don't know, it's not gonna happen in Memphis, and then maybe Memphis is gonna go in full rebuild mode. That can be another conversation. But get rid of Jaren too. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of just
Yeah.
start all over and just let the young guys rock out. That's how I think they should go about it.
Yeah. I even seen rumors about you saying like it was between Sacramento and Miami. I've been seeing rumors that Miami, not Miami, John Morant bought a house in Miami. He bought a
I
house
did
and
see that too.
opened up a trust in Miami and everything. Niggas be spying, boy. Them motherfuckers on the internet, you can't get away with shit on the internet. I ain't
Put that
gonna lie to
motherfucker
you.
under Demetrius, so you know he, you know what I'm saying? That's under him. That's his doing right there.
He either finna go crazy in the off season. Bro, he either playing in the early off season or shorty trying to get to Miami for real. But Von, this is another one of your label players. This a whole Von, free Von Inc. label episode at this point. Oh, bro.
You see how I prefaced the last one? The label been under like reconstruction. I done had to sit down with them niggas, G. Like real talk. We gotta figure this shit out.
Is that why you pushing the Miami narrative? Is that you, Von? You know what I'm saying? You want him to
little bit. Look,
push the accountability.
Episodes, you feel me? Get John to Miami. But I really think his best like asset in Miami is Spo for real. You got a championship head coach who've coached guys like Bron, D Wade. You feel me? Like that identity that Mike was talking about, that culture, spoke on and instill that in Ja, and like everybody else said, it's a new whole scenery for Ja, and he will still have talented players in terms of Bam, depending on if they move Tyler in that trade or not, Norman, whoever. Like, there's still gonna be guys, Jaime, and Ja can get back into being a hooper that he is for real, G. Like, because we see flashes still this season when he'll give you 40. He go out there, give you 20 and 10. And then sometimes it's like you can tell Ja just uninterested on the court and he going out there, give you 12 and 6. You feel me? It's like, come on, Ja. And as we see, I don't know if everybody else saw the reports, but him and Vince Williams got into an argument in a practice. And it's like, you can tell the tension's high and Ja ready to move. So let's just get
I was like, man, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to kick it.
At this point. Like, that's my dog. I told y'all the label. It's murky right now. What's up, Jay?
Let me ask you a question. How much you think it is Ja environment need to change versus him just falling off as a player due to like injury? Because he has dealt with some injuries.
I think it's 50-50. I'm not gonna lie, because he's kind of with the same like AD. He's in and out of the lineups as like they've had plenty of conversations of Memphis being better without Ja, and that shouldn't even be a topic. Like due to injuries, now that Ja come back and give you 6-7 games, then get back out again with an ankle injury or whatever the case may be. So yeah. I think those injuries do play a toll in him not fully rehabbing and getting himself healthy, coming back, trying to re-aggravate whatever it is he already hurt, going play a toll on his body for real. So I think it's about a 50-50, honestly.
Yeah, it's an interesting case over there because, like you said, him and Vince Williams about to get into it. Vince Williams told folks to step in the locker room. Come here. Like I got
saying right here though, 12 right here. We just want to go to the back. 12 right here.
He said exactly. He said, "What we got to do all that for, bro?" Oh, bro, John stood on all 10 though. But my personal opinion, I do like him in Miami. I ain't gonna lie. Just for him, just in his personal character growth, Miami is definitely a culture that could teach him some accountability and hold him accountable for some of the actions that he already faced. I guess consequences from the league and from his own organization. He lost the trust in his own head coach. He lost the trust in the organization as a whole. He went from being the face of the league almost at one point to now he's like kind of an afterthought to a lot of players even on that organization. So people like Vince Williams feel, I guess, even the what you was gonna say something, Mike? Like just losing all the trust in everybody on the roster in general. And just having people like Vince Williams feel like they could step to him in general, like just
that's
like,
crazy. Motherfucker like Vince Williams.
Yeah, like just
like, bro, who is you, dude? Like, I would have got on that with him for real.
I feel like a nigga like Ja, like, bro, I took you. I ain't gonna say he did because I'm not in their locker room, but he could have potentially took that man under his wing when he was on the 2-way contract. Fighting back when they was fighting those injuries. He probably, built a relationship with Vince Williams that's now deteriorating because Ja Morant feels like he's being slighted by his own organization and he's losing value within the organization. They not playing the basketball hoops that he wants. He sees a better future for himself somewhere else. And, I think the Miami Heat can, bring that future that to light that he really looking for. But I'm just interested on what pieces they got to move for him, because a starting five of you got, if you can somehow, I doubt you can, but if you keep a motherfucker like Tyler Hero and Bam both in that deal, that's a crazy trio. But at the same time, is Ja Morant gonna be able to stay on the court for whatever antics that come with him? Like, not only the injuries, like Jay said, his body is battling against him, but his own mental state in general. Sometimes he'd be a little immature, but hopefully Spo and like he said, like Mike said, some of the vets like UD, even Dwayne Wade still heavily in the camp. Like those are some vets that he can lean on in that camp. Over there in Memphis, he ain't really got nobody. He fuck around, call Tony Allen or some shit. TA was on the same shit. He ain't even tripping about it. So, but we can go ahead and move on to the next category, bro.
Say,
Next,
Reese, one more thing on
yeah,
Jado.
yeah.
One thing to look out for if he do get traded to Miami is that fit, though, because he might not,
Yeah.
with the offense they run over there, Tyler Hero struggled in that because he liked the ball in his hand. So if he
Mm-hmm.
do go to Miami, we might still see those struggles for real.
Ooh, that was
Think
That's a good
so?
crazy.
point. Great point. Because I think
They don't
actually
want
Tyler
to,
Hero just was talking
yeah.
to some reporters about like the whole Miami offense and how they like kind of trying to shy away from the pick and roll. And I feel like that's probably one of Ja's biggest like strong suits when he's playing in that pick and roll. And
Yeah.
Miami been trying to go away from that more swing type of offense. So like Jay said, it is a chance he can go over there and struggle. Because if you're not going there to like make Ja the number one, then like why are you really bringing him over here? You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Not to prolong and just drag it even more, but I think that speaks to the greatness of Spo. I feel like Spo is a great enough coach to where he'll make an adjustment for that. I think he just doesn't trust the players that they have on the roster currently to be able to run that type of offense. I never seen Spo not run like pick and rolls with players like Jimmy and Bam when they was on the team. They ran a couple short rolls here and there, but if you get a dynamic guard like Ja that can play make for real, like Tyler Hero can play make, but his
He don't
playmaking is
got that
different.
jaw gravity though when it comes
Exactly,
to
he
that
don't
pick
got that
and roll.
jaw
Yeah.
gravity, bro.
And
So
one, he's stepping over from the 2 to the 1.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's a
So
difference.
that's
It's a
kind of
difference
different.
between them two. So I think that speaks to the greatness of Spo. He know how to adjust to whatever team that he has to make them a contender. So we can go ahead and move on next though. We're gonna get into the young core. The young core down by the bayou up in New Orleans. We got the Pels, man. The Pels deciding to keep their entire young core at the trade deadline. I was talking to y'all about that in the chat, and I feel like that was just kind of a dumb decision out of the organization as a whole, in my opinion. Just because like we didn't seen this, man. Like, how long do we gotta see this core get held behind by you guys as an organization? Till like you, I feel like they tanking everybody's career by doing this shit. Like, now the young dudes, they might be happy because they getting whatever money, they getting whatever contracts they want. They gon' they know they gonna get paid if they there, but at the same time, they not thinking of the long term goals of like they legacy for real. For real. Players like Trey Murphy should be on the better teams than what he owns. Zion need a fresh start. We tired of seeing Zion go through this goddamn curse that they got down there in the southern waters, like I said. But
Herb Jones.
they can build fresh with the. They did a great job in the draft. They got two of the top rookies on the same team. Let's start fresh. Let's get something new. Let's get some more picks. Let's ship these niggas out. Some of these older max contracts. Get these niggas the fuck up out of here. We restart. Get hurt, like you said, Herb Jones. Like, get them out of here. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk about it, Jay. What do you think about the Pels and them keeping their young core? Do you think they holding their careers back, like I said, or I'm tripping, bro?
No, yeah, it's a couple teams around the league who like have done a terrible job managing their assets for real. We look at the Bulls, look at the Kings, like, and it's just a constant circle. And the Pelicans doing that right now by not getting rid of some of those older guys who have either dealt with injury enough to know that you don't want them as your franchise guy, or just never gonna reach that level and like the time frame you want. So they should have moved off of those guys and really just poured into that youth right now, because all it's gonna do is set them back, and then we never really gonna get a chance to see what their full potential is. I saw a stat with Zion um and DQ, and like you look at the numbers without each other, and they like way higher than when they play on the court together. So we not seeing a real DQ because we still trying to cater to players who can bring us value right now, but their value just gonna keep getting lower and lower. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
tired. I'm tired of the Pelicans, G.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm tired of that core too. What you got to say, Vaughn?
It's a plague down there, man. Straight up. It's a
Yeah,
plague in the bayou. We all know that. Like every young guy who goes there ends up getting hurt. The fact that they don't see this and just try to jump ship in a way, because they still have assets in terms of Trey Murphy, Jose, Herb, Zion. You feel me? That they can easily flip that to turn into draft picks, a higher like superstar, maybe. I don't know, but they have
Jordan Poole
assets.
and DeJounte still there too. Don't mean to cut you off, but they
Yeah,
still
Jordan
got
Poole
two
and
guards there.
DeJounte.
That
Like, come
I'm
on, man.
saying.
They have so much like
Bro.
movability, and the fact that they just like, no,
Not the
we gonna
Johnson,
stand
bro.
our ground. Like they're not one of the worst teams in the league. That's kind of blasphemous, G. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that they ain't been one of the worst teams. I could see if they've had a year, but oh yeah, we made it to the Western Conference Finals, and it showed us a light. They ain't did nothing special since Bi played in the playoffs with them. You feel me? And that was 3 years ago, and they
Yeah.
still end up losing,
And
even
he's
though
so
Bi
happy to
showed
be
his
where
ass.
he at, Vaughn.
So what?
I said, and he's so happy to be over there in the Raptors,
Hey,
bro.
he
Yeah,
geeking
he is.
to be in
He
Toronto right
teed
now.
over there. He loving that shit. So
Straight
it's like he
up.
was ready to leave anyway. So like, yeah.
Straight up, yeah. I'm just tired of these like organizations with so much assets, but also no direction. Like it kind of makes me question general managers and what they like want to do essentially. Because I get yes, Zion, Trey, DQ, Jeremiah Fears. I'm not mad at keeping a Jeremiah Fears and a DQ. You feel me? Like those the real young guys who you gotta kind of uplift and see what they potential gonna be. But like Jay said, those older guys who you know already capped out or injuries has already taken a toll should be moved.
Yeah, not to mean to put you on the spot though, Des, but what would you do with this young core? Like, where would you work this? Like, are you working this from the top contract down, or are you looking to move some of the younger players, or are you just playing the draft, or you just
Uh,
staying cool like that?
yeah. I
Like,
mean, with the young core, I'm kind of glad Jay did point out that stat with DQ and Zion. I just feel like Zion's he just needed like a change of scenery. So I would definitely go from the top down, just seeing what I can get for a lot of these guys. But I feel like they also do a poor job in getting guys, even if like they were trying to complement certain star players that they had. Like I said, they're going to get Jordan Poole and you got DeJounte Murray already. Then they just got rid of CJ not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? So they had a lot of players that, fit the same type of game. So like Vaughn said, you got to start questioning like the upper management. Like, what are we doing? They did hit on the draft, which I think they did pretty well with that. But now I feel like you got to keep leaning towards that to take the next step. So I
Yeah.
personally would just try to. I mean, I'll probably keep one or two of those veteran guys and just keep them around. You know what I'm saying? And maybe play out their contract or something like that. But overall, I definitely would try to just restart and just get the keys to DQ. Like DQ done had some monster games where I feel like, what I'm saying, if this was his team, he can probably do that on a more consistent basis. And honestly, I think the fans might want that too, because this whole trust in Zion shit, like it ain't we've been trying to trust the process on him for years, bro. And it's like a cycle. It's a cycle that ain't gonna never end, bro. Like Zion, like unfortunately, it's just he just need to change the scenery, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I would start getting rid of motherfuckers though. If that was, me, I ain't really trying to wait around for no motherfucker to get good. You know what I'm saying? If we ask, we
No
ask. So we might as well
bullshit,
be ass
man.
and get these
No
picks. You know what I'm
bullshit.
saying? Like, so I don't know.
nah, that's
Yeah.
hilarious to
You
say.
got motherfuckers like AJ DeBance and them finna pull up. I'm trying to lose any game in this bitch. Y'all trying to keep
Oh,
Zion.
bro,
Straight up.
I ain't
Feel me
gonna.
though? Like we got Cameron Boozer pulling up, DP pulling up. Man, I'm trying to lose every game in this motherfucker. Y'all trying to play Zion and shit, man. If y'all don't ship his ass out, man,
Bro,
like come
And
on,
you know
bro.
what the problem is when it comes to these like general managers is everybody like fear of getting fleeced. Nobody want to be the losing end of that trade.
That's
But
what
it's
it
like
is, man. I feel like that's what it is.
sometimes
They
you
be
got
trying
to
to
take the
hold
brunt
on to
in,
these
G, and just
players.
to move, G, straight up. Like
Cause
everybody
then
just
you
want to
getting
get
shit like Trey Young and shit like that trade with
exactly.
Trey Young is bullshit, bro. You want to hold on to these players for so long and it ain't been working for so long. Now you trading this motherfucker for some bullshit. That's really what Trey Young.
Some
They
bull
didn't get no
motherfucking
picks.
Skittles.
So Zion shit gonna fuck around and be like that too. You just gotta trade him. You just gotta let him walk. That's pretty much just letting him go. Like you
Yeah,
ain't
I'ma
getting nothing
just
in return. Maybe an expiring contract, but that's really it. Just getting some money off the books. When you can really get picks out of motherfuckers, like when they at they peak, for real.
yeah, the trade market fucked up right now, bro. So they probably
Terrible.
just trying to hold
yeah.
on, just cause everybody holding on. I feel like everybody got their gun on safety. It just take one more nigga to just let that bitch sing on, bro. It's gonna start falling like motherfucking
I'm
raindrops
telling
around
you.
this bitch.
When I
Everybody gonna be
seen
sold,
Bane,
Yeah,
bro.
my
when I
thing
seen that D
is,
Bane
bro,
trade, I would have been trying to send some motherfuckers out.
Hey,
Y'all telling me Bane came up off 4, 5 picks? Come on, Zion, you gone, bro. Go ahead, pack your
Straight
shit
up.
right now. Like,
nah,
I
for
ain't-
real.
actually, I'm gonna do
What you
something.
about to say,
I'm
Mike?
My thing
go ahead,
is,
Mike.
it's just Zion would have been gone, and there's too many guards over there, bro. Just like how Dez says, you got Murray, then you still got Poole, then we got Jose. Mind y'all, Jeremiah Fears is averaging 15 right now.
That's
Imagine if he
ridiculous.
wasn't
We ain't even
sharing the
talked
floor
about
with them
Jose.
niggas, bro.
Forgot about Jose.
Like, imagine if he
Got a
wasn't
lot of
sharing
heads over
minutes
there,
with them,
bro.
bro. Like, just like little stuff like that. Like, bro, we gotta move it around, bro. We gotta move it around, bro. I'm giving y'all 15, and y'all other guards that been here not doing, like, you see what I'm saying? Hey, niggas would have been gone respectfully. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't gonna lie.
And I think I'm gonna switch up the order. Since we still on trade market, let's switch up to go to MPJ right quick, man. Let's talk about MPJ up in Brooklyn before we move on to the next topic, bro. Because the trade room was about everybody holding their safety, everybody holding their gun. And the Nets apparently were supposed to be a lot to trade MPJ to the Warriors from what I seen, but I've also seen that they thinking about holding on to him before the trade deadline, but just to see if he gonna stay up in Brooklyn and make something shake it, then probably get him going in the offseason. I think everybody is trying to hold off to the offseason because nobody wants to make that that dumb trade like Von said. Nobody want to be that idiot to make that famous All-Star break
That Mavericks
headline.
last year.
Yeah, like don't nobody want to make that All-Star break headline, but then again, we might see a situation where we see a nigga like when DeMarcus Cousins was at the All-Star game, he getting the interview. He like, damn, I just got traded. Bro, we might see one of them the way this looking. The way. But how do y'all feel about MPJ? And do y'all think he can be a trade contender piece? Like, do you think a team that's trading for him is looking to win a championship? That's a championship move, or is that just we don't really give a fuck about MPJ right now? We got bigger fish to
I'm
fry
gonna
on the
keep it
market.
100, bro. I feel like it is a good trade, but not towards the Warriors. Like, I don't think that's gonna help him. I feel like if we gonna see MPJ in the system, should have just stayed up in Nuggets. We gonna keep it 100, but I'm pretty sure bro don't want to play in no system, bro. Y'all see what's going on? Like, what? Y'all seeing? Y'all watching?
Nah, yeah.
Step back, one, like, you feel me? 2 hands in face. He not swinging the rock. He loving this shit, bro. Like, we gonna keep it 100, bro. He already got his ring, bro. He trying to build his resume now, bro. We know what time it is, bro. He not trying to hit no swing the Curry, hey, bro. You had Curry in the corner. He not trying to hit that right now, bro. Respectfully, bro. He trying to let it go. He trying to shoot that bitch. Fuck is you talking about? He not trying to swing.
You low-key made a good point because in my head, my dumb ass thinking like, bro, MPJ to the Warriors something decent, but then again, when you really think about it, he just going to the basically another Nuggets roster, but like that's all it would be for real.
I mean, realistically though, it is a good trade for the Warriors, but like Mike said, MPJ probably not thinking that. You know what I'm saying? He
Not fucking
probably
with that.
he over there getting this shit off. You know what I'm saying? That's really what he want to do. Like even on the Nuggets, he was trying to do that shit, but that's really I feel like why they moved off of him because he was doing that shit a little too much. And I mean, even though they won, like they needed a new direction. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to see him on another contending team, but I feel like the Nets might, hold on to him, like you said, just because the way the market is right now. Because I don't know what teams can really go after him and, have a good package for him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but he definitely would be decent on a lot of teams though.
Even
Like,
my
you
bad.
said what?
Even though he chucking, bro, his numbers is still
Bro, he
crazy. So it's
hooping.
like,
Best year of his
He's
what
a
is you
life.
champion,
gonna
bro.
say to
He
him,
played
bro?
on a
What you
championship team, so I feel like
on
he
top
can
of that?
fit in a lot of places. But
You know how to moke in the
I don't
league
know
niggas get.
if, yeah, I don't know. He
Yeah, I
might not
think he
want to
just
go back
want
to
to
that
hoop
shit for
though.
real.
Yeah, I think he just want to play his game. I don't think he really thinking about no championship right now. Respect.
Jay, what you think about Michael Porter Jr.? Do you want to see him in the new system already, or do you like the fact that he getting this shit off right now, averaging 26 per game? He averaging 26 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 3.4 assists, and he's shooting 50% from the field and 40% from three, bro. No
I ain't
bullshit.
gonna lie, Mike. You really opened my eyes on something because I don't like MPJ in Brooklyn. I mean, I like that we've seen his ability, but I want to see him playing for some. I was thinking the Warriors might be a good team, but in that system, we're not gonna see what we're seeing now. So I like that idea. I would like to see him in Detroit if they could make some moves
Tight. Yeah.
Hey,
That's
MPJ
more
really
fuck around,
need.
shoot over two people, and Kerr gonna sub his ass out so fast.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't
You see
really.
how they
I don't-
they doing Jonathan Kuminga over there, folks.
Facts. Yeah. Like you
Son.
said, like you said, that's a big reason he wanted out of Denver. Like that's a big reason him and Denver split. So I want to see him in an offense that's a lot more simple, a lot more get a ball to my guy and go get a bucket or do something with it. And I don't know, the Warriors definitely not that. But I'm happy that he's one of the guys we really watched growing up, in high school and
Yeah,
whatnot.
for sure.
So I'm glad he's showing like if he wouldn't have went through those injuries, he really had that shit on him. You know what I mean? So
I did.
Hey, them back injuries, boy. If he ain't had them, boy, the league would be in trouble on my life. For real, for real.
He definitely did.
Not no more, but if he would have had them, you know what I'm saying? If he would have started off, bro, if he would have started off like this, but now we like everybody doing this shit. Everybody averaging 26, folks. You a little late to the party.
Facts.
You a little late to your draft class. But Vaughn, what you think about MPJ before we move on?
I'm not mad at the trade rumors. If Brooklyn does keep him, I want them to know like this is the end all be all because just MPJ and Cam Johnson ain't gonna equate to wins. You feel me? Like there's another organization that needs a direction. You feel me? Like I get it. It's fun. They filling tickets now. You getting the fans involved and everybody like putting into games, but at the same time, 2 years from now, MPJ not gonna move the needle. Like as he isn't moving it now. Granted, he's showing his ass. He hooping.
For
But
sure.
he ain't the end all be all, and you will need a lot more pieces to put around him and a closing one because he's not no one on no championship roster. You feel me? Honestly, I don't think he's a 2 either. But him being a 3, that would be a solid ass 3 if he can go out there. Because I'm not saying he's gonna go out there and give you 26 as a 3, but if he can go out there and give you a dub, a championship team, I think MPJ would be solid as hell. Like Jay said though, Mike kind of opened my eyes on that Warriors trade. He's not no system player. He's not no swing, come off the. Nah, he'll create for himself. So it'll be have to find a perfect spot for him. But I would like to see him on the championship team. I don't think it'll happen just because I don't know who's really looking at him.
I like the Pistons, like Jay said. I really like the Pistons.
Nah, no bullshit.
They gonna swing that bitch to him, especially if he hot.
Cade definitely gonna swing that bitch to him, and it'll take like the pressure off of Cade half the time. You feel me? If he continues to go out there.
And Cade like to build up his shooter's confidence.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. As y'all seen what he did with Malik Beasley, bro. He was the second best shooter. It was Malik, then Curry or some crazy shit like that, bro. But yeah.
Hey, when it's time to get that ball, though, go ahead up that bitch. So MPJ just gonna have to keep saying that. Once he get past that, you know what I'm saying, you can get your shit off first 3 quarters, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But when I need that ball in that fourth quarter, though.
Not gonna lie, but see the thing about MPJ, he got a championship off doing it. He know exactly how to do that. He is a perfect player for that.
Right.
Like he's literally proven right now that he's a much smarter and higher IQ player than we actually gave him credit for real. Because he's showing that he can play in multiple different roles. We was thinking of him, we was minimizing him as a 3-and-D guy, kind of like I guess like a version of a spot up shooter that he was not looking like growing up. But now, I don't know. He looked like the Slim Reaper out there, like we thought he was gonna fucking be. For real talk, for real. He over there rising up on 2 niggas at the mini, the 1 dribble pulls, all this. Like this is the potential we thought he was gonna have, for real. So
he doing side step backs and all, bro. Like it's crazy. Pound dribble, step back, 2 people in face, shot. It's crazy.
It's getting dark out there for niggas when they guard MPJ on that island right now. So I actually do like the idea of him just keeping his own team because not everybody career gotta be I'm a championship piece to every team. Sometimes some niggas just want to rock out for a little bit. Go ahead, go get your max contract right quick, and then towards the end of your career, go ahead, go back to the corner. But right now, it's his time to show. It's his time to show why he was the number 1 pick of his draft class when we really wanted, or what we want him to be, I should say. But that's all I got on MPJ.
Why he was drafted so high? He ain't even play that many college games either when he played for Mizzou. I believe, Missouri. Yeah, Missouri.
We can go ahead and move on to the next, our last topic, man. We got the Rockets, man. The Rockets have been struggling lately. I got concerns for them specifically about them on the road, and them also dealing with certain type of chemistry issues. It seems like from KD. I mean, it's really just KD having that fire. behind him, just wanting this team to be successful because he believes in this roster for real. But I got concerns about them on the road because they are now 11-12 on the road this season, which is fucking pitiful. So it's seeming like the way this roster is constructed, they're a team that's gonna show up at a home that's 11-2 at home, but when they get to the off, on the road games and go against some of them teams that's above 500, this roster doesn't cut it. It's a lot of close games where it just looks like Katie and Sengun are struggling to figure it out. You got some of the guards in there that just doesn't seem comfortable in those situations. Like Amin, I love Amin, but he don't look comfortable in those clutch situations on offense. He just seems like he's trying to find his role in those moments, and they seem to lean on Reed Shepherd for a lot of these long ball threes at the end of quarters. And I'm not really fucking with their chemistry in some of these games, but we can just talk about what concerns do y'all have, man? Like, what concerns do y'all have for this Rockets team? Because we thought they was gonna be a top 3 contender. People was hyping them up as a championship contender, but now it's looking like they're a mid pack team.
A man offensively scares me. I'm gonna keep it on it. I feel like I could keep it that simple, bro. The man not shooting no jumpers for real. You feel me? He can have a butt open jumper. If he not in the corner, he gonna pump fake, drive, try to kick it out or something like that, or float. It ain't, but you ain't gotta force it though. That's what it really be. It look like he forcing it. He that's really honestly it. And just like you said with the long ball threes with Reed Shepherd, I feel like KD need the ball. Like I feel like we've been saying the same thing the whole, you feel me, ever since he got there. Like why in certain moments KD don't have the ball? That's how
Yeah.
like just simple as that. Like we've been saying the same thing. I said man, Sengun, we know what he can do. Certain possessions don't have to go to him though. That's all, honestly.
Hey
Yes.
Mike, I said a couple weeks ago, like he really like an angry Ben Simmons, G. Like really think about his game. Like
Bro,
his
yes.
limitations aren't something that's easily fixable. And I think everybody just assumed for some reason a guard not being able to like really have a handle on him or be able to shoot was really gonna be successful. You know what I mean? He's just super athletic, so we
Yeah.
just assumed that he was gonna reach that. And I think that's a part of their they struggles for real. People thinking they was a championship team based off the development of Shangun and Amin Thompson. You know what I mean? And so I think we just not seeing those two blossom into superstars, and that's why they're just a mid pack team. KD's never been that guy to just lead a team to be a top seed. So if those two not really and Reed off the bench, which I know they've all had their moments this year, but if those three aren't development super fast like everyone expected them to, then we just gonna see the Rockets beat his team, you know?
Yeah, we also got to shine light on the fact that I mean, in the beginning of the season, everybody was harping on it, but like, still, just the no Fred VanVleet really hurts this roster so bad, man. I know everybody then ran circles around this topic, but just the lack of veteran leadership at the end of games from their guards do help. I mean, do hurt them a lot. But like, what you think about this Rockets roster and their lackluster season so far, Dezo?
Yeah, I was actually one of those people that believed that the Rockets were going to take that next step and actually become a championship contender. Like you said, with that loss of Fred VanVleet, though, it kind of I already knew kind of what it was from like their first stint of games. They got guys like Sengun bringing the ball up, Kevin Durant bringing the ball up. Hell, I didn't see not Parker, Jabari Smith bring the fucking ball up. So it's like they don't really have like you said, that leadership, somebody to get their guys in the spots that they need them, and then at the end of the game, of course, closing games out. You did bring in KD for that, but KD is also another guy that needs somebody to put him in position to be, KD. KD, he as good as he is, like Jay said, he's not gonna lead you to anything. He still needs somebody to be there to kind of put him in spots because he is a 7 footer. So it's like you can throw two guys at KD, and it's like, okay, now who gonna make a play? Sengun, he's a great player, but I don't think that's what's gonna get you over the hump. So their offense is really clunky. So I think they should be active in the trade market right now to see if they can somehow come up off a guard. Like I said, I know I like DeJounte Murray over there. I mean, DeJounte Murray might not fix their problems right now because he is hurt, but like eventually in the future, when he come back, that can be something they can maybe invest into. Because right now, just trying to get the keys to Amin, to try to run the guard. It's probably a little too early for him to just kind of take on those responsibilities. So they started off really well, but as you see, I think they lost like what 3 of their last 4 games or something like that, and it's the team that they shouldn't be losing to. They're gonna be doing a whole lot of losing. I feel like just because it's not gonna really get any better. They don't have self creation. I feel like outside of KD and Sengun on a hot night, like Sengun got to be hot for him to be doing like some shit like damn Sengun really out there hooping. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really have no self creation. So I think they're gonna struggle for the rest of the year. And I don't know where their seeding is right now, but I do probably expect them to probably fall into like that 6 to like somewhere in the play in range with how it's looking right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty much exactly where they are right now. Vaughn, what you think about this lackluster start from them?
Uh, I didn't expect it at all. Honestly, like Dez was saying, like the losses they have had recently were to teams they shouldn't have lost to. You feel me? Like lost to the Pelicans, they lost to the Kings, and they lost to back Portland twice. You feel me? Like on the back to back. So uh, that guard play, like you said, from Fred Van Vliet not having that voice, and KD never gonna be that voice like everybody else was saying. KD not the vocal leader guy. He gonna play his role, hoop when he needs to hoop, but he not gonna rally the troops. And I also feel like they be trying to like I won't say feed too many mouths, but at the same time play too many heads. Like you got DFS, you got Tari, you got Holiday Twin, you got your starting five already, and I seen a point where they were trying to get Clint Capella minutes, and it's like you trying to play 4 bigs at this point.
Don't
You
even
feel
make
me?
sense,
Like
bro.
it don't make sense. Like you trying to play 4 bigs at this point. Figure out an identity in terms of who's hooping and who not. 'Cause you don't need to hoop everybody. Everybody don't need to hoop. Everybody don't deserve to play, honestly.
Yeah, not everybody in the
Lastly,
OKC.
like y'all was saying with KD, KD need the ball more in the crunch. G, like give him the ball. We brought KD here to close the games out. I don't like seeing shots from Amin or Reed that's ill
Milk.
advised. You feel me? I'm not mad at an
Milk,
open
bro.
look, but ill advised three to where it's 1 second left on the clock. Now we just throwing some bullshit up.
But
Yeah,
I personally think that's a KD and maybe a coaching thing, but I lean more towards KD because I just think KD is not that person anymore. Like I've always said, I've seen it back in Phoenix when if KD feel like somebody is either better than him or can do like the same stuff as him, he's gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got it,
Take
you know
that
what I'm
back
saying? I'm
seat.
not here
Yeah.
to, like KD, like I'm not here to step on nobody's toes. That's the type of hooper KD is. So like they did bring in KD to kind of relieve some of that pressure down the stretch, but then at the same time, KD ain't that person no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not looking for KD to fucking walk down people all the time. Like he's done it a couple times this year, but like it can get a little clunky. But that also goes back to their offense though. Like if you want KD to have the ball, we just gonna throw two at KD, and now like you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
who else gonna make a play at the end of the game? So I don't know. It's they offense is really bad.
if you really look at their record, they don't. They're not playing horrible. They 23-14. They sitting at the sixth spot. That's pretty solid for the West, to be honest with you. But it's really the harping on the away games and their conference games. Like they're not beating no Western Conference teams. They're 12-13 in against Western Conference teams. They're 11-12 on the road. They 6-4 recently. Right now, they just won, but they've been struggling against teams like the Portland Trailblazers heavily. Like any team that has like a big wing that's playmaking, they can't fucking fuck with them. They too slow. They can't run in transition. Their numbers is just down all around ever since they picked up KD this season as far as the pacing. So I think that's kind of fucking this team up because it's like changing their identity. They're learning how to play as a new whole entire team in general, for real, if you really think about it. Because last year they was really heavily relying on their youth and their pace and just outscoring and outpacing teams a lot of times. But now it's like that half court offense, they don't have the IQ and the veteran leadership to always execute in those type of moments. We already seen that in the playoff series where they was leaning on Fred Van Vliet. Fred Van Vliet was literally their whole entire offense every fucking time when it came down to the crunch. Now you got players like KD doing that shit, but him and Sengun trying to share the ball. And the guards want to get in the mix because neither one of them are always like. Yes, Sengun is a play initiator to a certain degree, but you can't lean on that every single possession in those crunch moments. And KD is just not your play initiator no more, like you said. KD, Dezo, like KD, just not that type of player no more. He's more of a, I'm just picking my spots. I'm gonna play within the offense. I'm gonna play good basketball, but they need another play initiator that's gonna be confident and just have that IQ in those moments, and they'll be all right for real, for real. But
Yeah,
that's
because
why
they
they
got
lose.
guys like Tari Eason and like Jabari, like those guys
Yeah,
that they play the same, and I don't think they're gonna take any crazy offensive leaps. Like I did think Jabari was kind of gonna take a little leap just because he got KD to learn from, but honestly, I think those guys are who they are, and they're good role players, but it's not helping the Rockets right now and some of the stuff that they need help with. So
yeah. I think Jabari could take that leap for real, for real. I think he has been taking that much more of a, I guess like shot
When
creating
though?
leap, but he's taking the leap. He's had some big games. I'm not gonna lie to you. He has had big games here and there, but he's also not even the third option half the time. He's not even the fourth option half the time.
I need a leap like he'd give you 25. Like give me a 25 to 30 point game in there. He ain't giving you them. That's somebody
He's
you
playing
can
that.
think like okay like you know what I'm saying? Because KD, I feel like KD's the type of player. It's like he ain't going if you hooping, bro. KD gonna let you hoop. So it's like Jabari don't got that dog in him to go out there and give you 25, 30 points a
Yeah.
game.
KD
Like
even
I don't
said
see him
though.
as that type of player.
KD even said though they do need to swing the rock more towards his way in certain like positions that's favorable for his height.
Gang, it was
He's
a
six. He's
possession.
6'10", bro. And y'all playing him as if he's only a fucking spot up shooter half the time. So
Right.
because of the
Yeah.
spacing
Bro,
they got going on, he's a 6'10". That's never been his game. If you even go back to his college days, he's more of like a getting the ball at the nail, mid post type of play. He's like a kind of KD archetype, but he doesn't have the
Yeah.
three ball to excel his game all the time to make it seem like he's not taking the lead. But he's definitely taking the lead. He's a solid playmaker. He run on defense. Like I said, he's one of the only good defenders, wing defenders for real,
Yeah, no.
that they have in the
He's
starting
definitely a
lineup.
solid player, but I mean like
I
leap
don't
as
know.
in like yeah, I like Jabari too. Like I feel like he is a
you
solid
mean
role
leap
player,
as in
but
averages though, right there?
I mean like
Like
leap as in like
same thing.
show me some aggression. Like it's no nights where I'm like, okay, Jabari's finna damn near be our leading scorer. Like I don't see that in him. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
I
the
get
type of
what you
leap
mean.
I'm expecting from him. Jabari was like a top 5 pick or some shit like that. Like
I'm
It's
with you
he
there.
don't you see what I'm saying? Like he don't show that. Like he's taking strides, yeah, but I don't
I
know.
was a
I feel
fan
like
of him. I ain't gonna lie. I was a big fan of Jamar.
yeah, I was too. I'm still a fan of him. I think he's a solid player, but I don't know. Maybe he should try to get him something else, or I don't know.
I just feel like he in that MPJ role, man, where it's just like he got to fill in the cracks of where everybody else's offense is just not. Everybody else he got to fill in the cracks where all the lackluster offense is for everybody else. They lacking shooting, so now he a fucking 3-point shooter all of a sudden, and that's what his main role is. He up there jacking up like 5, 6, 7 threes every goddamn game. That's never been his game. He can't fit
Yeah,
within that offense. But last year was his chance to try to improve, but he also wasn't getting the minutes. Now he getting the minutes, and now he's playing a role that's not. This is just not his game. So he gonna always be a mediocre Harrison Barnes ass looking nigga until he get a chance to get the ball more. But for right now, that's what he playing like, G. That's what they need though. That's literally what they need for this roster. They have to have a nigga like that. Like he not the guy. He's not the answer. You don't want him to take that leap to be another number one, number two playmaker. You don't want that. That's not gonna be successful. But that's all I got for the Rockets, man. Speaking of the Rockets, though, shout out to Rockets legend Harden, man. Harden, he passed ninth all time in the scoring, man. Harden longevity is crazy, bro. Like we was talking about before the pod, where y'all said like who y'all top 3 shooting guards, folks. Like who y'all got for us? We throwing him in the shooting guards, we throw him in the point guard, ninth all time scoring. That's kind of putting.
guard,
Yeah,
man.
That's
too.
Not too bad.
Yeah,
is
too.
is it time to have them Harden D Wade conversation soon?
Nah, we ain't going that
Honestly,
high.
I honestly think it's been time.
It's been
Yeah, I
time for
think
me
it's
too.
been time too. But him moving up to ninth though, I just think that shows, man, like, and why I'm so grateful, in the era that we got of hoops, because we really got to see some special talents, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
Harden run, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some shit we probably ain't. I ain't gonna say we ain't gonna never see again, but like it was some special shit to see. So shout out to Harden being top 10 in scoring. That's big, bro. He probably. I'm not sure how far he is behind the next person, but he probably can move up depending on how much longer he gonna play.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like I
man.
said,
Shout out James, man.
shout out James Harden though, man. Top 3 shooting guard close, not really yet, but He not there yet, but shout out James Harden. We can go ahead and wrap things up though. We can get into the label players of the week. Label players of the week. This is my favorite segment usually all the time when niggas pop they shit, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and go in order like we got it written down, bro. J Sports, go ahead and start us off right.
Hey man, no further introduction. Shout out to LeBron the GOAT, James, you know what I mean? LeBron been hooping since he turned 41. Old ass man still putting up numbers. Like it's only so much you can say about Bron, man, that hasn't been said already. He doing things at ages that we've never seen him, and he obviously we've seen him slow down a little bit, but the numbers don't say that, which is crazy to say at this age. So shout out Bron, man.
I got a question for you. How you feel about all the hate that Bron been getting from the casual NBA media, where they basically saying that Bron is just this black hole for the Lakers defense and this black hole for the Lakers offense, and kind of tanking the value of the team? Do you think that's does this chatter from the people that's not watching the games, or that's just some validity to it?
Hey man, Bron always gonna get hate no matter what. Like you can tell the Lakers have a flawed roster. That's what it comes down to. It's not Luke and Bron not meshing. It's not Bron being a black hole. They got issues with their roster, and it's not on LeBron. You know what I mean? To fix that, the contract is a contract. You work around it how you want to work around it. So, yeah, I mean it's LeBron. You know what I mean? Everybody always gonna find a way to pinpoint it on him, but he been hooping. So
Come with the GOAT territory, man. 27, 8-7 in his last 5 games. They 3-2 in their last 5 games. He fucking dominated his matchup against Jalen Johnson last night, another one of your fellow J Sports members. But 31, 9, and 10 last night, that's tough. Shout out to LeBron James. But we can go ahead and move on next, man. Next, we got none other than Vano. Man, Vano, we going to go with you next, bro. I see.
Man, I told y'all beginning of this episode, label been under reconstruction. We done had to have a couple sit downs and shit. You feel me? Like I ain't been liking what I've been seeing, and so this week ain't nobody get picked who ain't hoop. I'm going with Elijah Arenas. The reason I'm going with Elijah Arenas is because if you didn't check it out, he back on that court and hooping with Gil. He got a hopefully return date coming this next 2 weeks or so. And he the future of the label, honestly. Next to a guy like AJ, you feel me? That's one of my futures. So, and the other guys, I ain't like what I've been seeing out of none of my even heavy hitters. You feel me? Cade, Jalen Brown, D, of course. You feel me? I ain't like what I've been seeing. So we going. Elijah Arena's gonna shout out my young guy, show him love, and a good recovery, getting back on that court.
Yeah, all praise, give glory to God for him to be able to make that full-fledged recovery from that car crash he suffered last year in April, bro. So it's nice to see him back on the court, even though he just getting some practice shots up. He returned to practice last month, but right now he's been looking like he's expected to make a return within the next week or two, they said. So
one thing about Elijah, he was still working out with the team, though, like just showing like he's still there. Like I don't know if y'all seen, but when they was doing scrimmages, up downs and shit, he was riding on his scooter doing it with them. Mm-hmm. That's the type of teammate you want, bro. The young
dog in him.
Yeah, you feel me? He was doing it with him though on the scooter. He going back and forth, touching the line. Like that's tough, bro. I love to see it, bro. I'm glad to see him back getting some shots up.
Like you said, Reese, after the car crash and the torn meniscus, G, that's hard to come back from, G. So I'm glad to see he scheduled to return soon.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that boy Elijah Arenas, man. I can't wait to see him hoop. I ain't gonna lie, for real. Because like you said though, Mike, man, that's a great teammate, man. He low key can be bigger than the program. He got a big name. Everybody know his dad, Agent Zero. So he really does. He really got all eyes on USC right now.
He put in the work for it too. He put in work for it to be you feel me? To be throw on that jersey. We ain't finna act like what he ain't just doing high school wasn't crazy. He was hooping.
We're going to go ahead and move on to BP now, though. We're going to go ahead and move on to you. Who you got for
I got Shea, man. I got Shea, man. SGA, man. He been hooping this past week, man. My highlight, though, is the Spurs game, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He came out there. He did what he was supposed to do. He took on a defensive role in a certain quarter. You feel me? Went down there to help out.
Smiling too much, bro. All right, hurry up with this.
He went out there. He went out there to help out Chet. they study throwing lobs to Victor and shit. Get that shit out of there.
He
We
had
not
4
finna keep
blocks.
it. You feel me? We not doing that. We not. You feel
One of
me?
them on Vic.
So,
Give me that shit, bitch
so
ass nigga. Fuck you talking
that's my player of the week though, man. I ain't gonna lie, he was out there defending. Yeah, so he just showing y'all he can switch it up whenever he wants to. Y'all want 30, that's cool. I can go out there and get 4 blocks too, feel me type shit. That's all.
Nah, I really want to shout him out for the game where he had 46 against Utah because
Yeah, that was crazy. He
that was
did
a
have
big
40.
game. That was a big bounce back game because we was looking like somebody took Michael Jordan secret stuff. You know what I'm saying? We was looking like niggas that took our motherfucking superpower.
Hey, that mid range, that mid range work is crazy, bro. It is like, bro, it's one dribble. Like he'll come up, like it's like a down screen. He'll come up and catch it from like the free throw area, bro. And it's like one dribble, pump fake, little shit, look, just like you said, Jordan secret stuff. Like it looked crazy. Like it's
Yeah, that
easy
game
buckets.
versus Utah was big because it literally came right after we did the podcast and Mike was like, "Shit, you saying 32 a bad game?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have
I
more."
need
That
more.
he came out and dropped 42 and they, you know what I'm
Bro,
saying? So
I
Man,
need
that was
more.
tough.
The
Yeah,
That
that was
was
tough.
tough. I ain't gonna lie.
That's literally because we came off the game where we got blew out by Charlotte, bro. We got blew out by
Yeah.
Charlotte. Then we spin back, we go to Utah. We down big. He hit the clutch shot, for no bullshit. He sent us to OT and he pulled it out in OT. We dominated the whole fucking fourth quarter of the OT. Gave him 46, 6 and 6 to bounce the team back. Now we on a 3-game winning streak again. This is MVP shit. Like this is generational shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. He spin back, get another MVP this year. We gonna have another conversation. Fuck what Hard talking about. We gonna finna start talking about point guards in a second in this bitch. Not gonna lie to you. We finna start shutting that shit down over there in that motherfucking Isaiah Thomas Pistons shit. But we done with the 80s. We done with that shit. Let's go ahead and move on. Next, we got Dez, man. Dez. Go ahead, say your label player of the week, man.
My label player of the week is Anthony Edwards, man. My label been ass, man. I ain't gonna lie. Only Ann and Kawhi really been the ones hooping, man. But those really my guys, so I'm good to see that. I think the Timberwolves really they've been showing their ass as of recent, man. I think in they last like 9, 10 games, they done won like 7 or 8 of them. So they've been hooping. I think they only like maybe a game or two behind like the Spurs for like the second seed. So I still do have my questions about their roster, but overall, Ant and the Timberwolves they've been hooping, man. So shout out to them.
Yeah, that win over the Spurs was one of the most impressive wins they had this season. Like that's right up there with the OKC win that they got because they had to storm back in the fourth. And although Ant didn't have the greatest game that game, it just still showed that this roster is pulling things through. So shout out to Anthony Edwards, bro. I'm going ahead and get to the last label player of the week. You know what I'm saying? Reese ENT. Last but not least, man, we finna shout out my boy LaMelo Ball on the Charlotte Hornets, man. Shout out LaMelo Ball. He ain't had the best, season so far. Let's calm down. He ain't had the best season so far. But at the same time, he just reached a milestone that's just, a great milestone for the fastest to ever reach 800 career threes. In 260 games, you know what I'm saying? He only played 260 games because of his injuries, but in those 260 games, he's one of them players that we see that's just generational special talent, for real, in my opinion. I feel like he's just a unicorn out there as a 6'8" point guard that can shoot the deep ball like this. We ain't seen too many tall players that's like this dynamic at their shot creating and being able to just, be a all eyes on him type of player, man. So shout out LaMelo Ball. He also led them to that win over the OKC, so I just wanted to give my young bucks some love. I ain't shouted him out all season pretty much, but
He had like one game when he had like 30 off the bench, bro. I was like, shit.
yeah, bro. Like he got benched and they put in Colin Sexton, and
Yeah.
that's what I want to go ahead and transition off to. So I told y'all niggas in the group chat last week I was finna drop a nigga from my label, man. I'm finna be the first nigga to drop somebody, release them niggas to free agency, man. And we want to say goodbye to my nigga Colin Sexton, man.
Young Bull.
Young Bull.
Young
This
Bull.
a G.
How do I?
Young Bull gotta get cut. Young Bull gotta get cut, man. Hey, bro.
Legit.
I ain't gonna lie, he holding up a spot. Folks he just a bench warmer, G. I ain't gonna lie to you. That nigga ain't show no dog. After that airball game winner, we gave up another one. That really solidified it. He was already on the hot seat. I was gonna change my mind. I was gonna be like, let my heart get in the way of the real, real business shit, but you know this
Yeah.
this is real business over here. We running the real label, Von. We not doing this fuck shit. We not like you. We don't want to have too many freeloaders. So we gonna get some niggas to fuck up out of here.
We got some freeloaders for sure.
I think
Bro,
LaMelo's such a real nigga too. He was like, he put that game winner on him. He really shouldn't even have
it's
had
really
the ball
on him
right
too.
there.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
It was on
LaMelo's
him.
like he shouldn't have been in that
I hate
position
the
to take
fact it
that
was
shot.
a good move.
Good
It
answer.
was
No,
a good move.
it was a great
He
move.
just
He smoked that bitch. He bogus. So now he
We ain't seen that nigga shoot that motherfucking a good move game winner like that since
He said, "Have you worked on that shot?"
Pebblebrook. What you talking about?
Hey.
Bro.
Yeah, getting
but yeah,
young
that's
bull since a jet. I just want everybody to know, Reese been a Colin Sexton fan since we was 14. G, like we was kids. I'm trying to tell you, like we was watching Colin Sexton, Jalen Hands go back and
Hey.
forth them days. So the
But
fact that
business
you
is
talking
business
now,
though, man. You know what I'm saying? You holding up a
saying.
spot, you know.
I'm just saying. Do you see
You
how they
taking
do
up some of
CP?
the cap space. We got to make some room, man.
See how they
So.
do CP?
CP. This nigga young.
Hell no.
This nigga young,
That's
folks.
how it's looking.
No, this nigga
Man,
young. He got some more years to go. He's just a fucking scrub now. I'm done with dude ass. He look complacent. He don't. You can't call Shorty young bull. Have you seen that nigga recently?
Hey man, how many
That nigga
teams you been on, bro?
He's not. He a 15 point per game scorer, but I'm tired of that shit, bro.
3 teams is crazy. How old is he?
What is he like? Let me see. I don't know.
He got to
how
be
old
like
was he?
27.
He older than us.
You know, no, 28 might be a stretch, but he probably like 27, 26.
Okay.
Man, yeah. So shout out Colin Sexton, bro. He held it down for a long time, but it's time to move on, bro. I don't like his game no more. It just doesn't resonate. We just looking at other ways. Like I ain't gonna bash him. I ain't gonna say he a scrub. I'm gonna let it be. But
so we was kids, y'all. Just want you to know that. Remember Chris Paul?
I
ain't never like that nigga, bro. I don't want no pit bull looking ass nigga running around thinking he, you know what I'm saying? That shit was cool when motherfucker was in high school, but you know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Yeah,
I ain't really never fuck with him like that.
Folks out there hooping like Raymond Sessions and shit now. I'm cool, bro. We go ahead and move on. But no, actually, man, that actually wraps up the video for real, man. I know y'all want to say something though. Go ahead and get y'all shit off, man.
I ain't got a lot to say, but I just, you know, we proved a lot of people wrong, man. The Chicago Bears got a lot of haters. Reese is one of them. They got a lot of haters, man. And my boy Iceman then proved a lot of motherfuckers wrong. So when we make it to the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying, and we in the city turn, y'all gonna see us in the city when we make the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's good to see. A lot of motherfuckers I know, team ain't in the playoff no more. You know what I'm saying? So if your team ain't in the playoffs, don't ever fix your mouth to say anything to me about shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Fuck everybody that hated on the Bears, G. That's all I gotta say.
Guys like Chris, Eagles, out of the Heath.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all know. A lot of the people that watch this shit, y'all know what y'all said and how y'all felt about the Bears. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? We still in this shit. So
where that belt at?
We going to the check.
Hey, Will said that's it. Will said.
Where that belt at, Dezo?
I ain't got that bitch on me right now, but we've been laying that motherfucker all year. So
no doubt, man. Go ahead and close this out.
All right, though, y'all, man. Hey, look, the link's gonna be down in the description below, man. Follow us on all socials. We've been going crazy on all platforms. We on TikTok, Instagram, we on YouTube Shorts, all that, man. Just tune in. We love y'all though, for real, man. We out here.